All right. The book of Jude, chapter 1 and verse 10. But these speak evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally as brute beasts. In those things they corrupt themselves. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, wherever you might be. And shalom to 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with a quick lesson. And it's going to be in response to a video that the elder Apostle Tahar recently uploaded. And this scripture is what came to mind when I saw the video. All right, because you got people out here who are involved with these different debates. And they put videos out on certain topics of the scriptures, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. They try to demonize the scriptures, and they don't understand what they're reading, man. All right, they go off of their own understanding, and that's where they get, things mixed up, man. Okay, and they speak evil of certain things in the scriptures, not knowing the true meaning behind it. Okay, and the example that I'm speaking of is that example of King David, all right, or David before he became king, and the relationship that he had with Jonathan, the son of Saul. Okay, a lot of people out there saying that they're in a homosexual relationship, man. Can you believe that? There's people out here that are saying that David, a man after the Most High's own heart, was in a homosexual relationship with the son of King Saul. And I'm going to show you where to get that from, and we're going to go ahead and explain it. All right. I didn't even watch the full video of Elder Apostle Tahar. I'm going to go ahead and watch the rest of it, but I just saw that. I'm like, I got to do a video on this, man, because this is just, that's insane to say that, man. You people, man, this is why the Lord going to destroy you people, man. You're speaking evil on the scriptures and don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. Okay, so here's the video right here. All right, from the Elder Apostle Tahar. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel to be edified. All right, the channel name is What Is the 666 Mark II GMS Truth. All right, subscribe and watch to be edified. But the title of this video that he did, it says David and Jonathan were not lovers, for you idiots out there. Because I guess on this guy Sonetta, who was an Egyptologist, all right, and Egyptology is a false bullshit religion. Okay, we're not Egyptians. You so-called Negroes out there, you're not Egyptians. Okay. Those Egyptians, are Hamites, man. The true Egyptians are Hamites. All right, we're the seed of Shem. Anyway, that's a whole nother video. But the point is that this dude, this Egyptologist, is debating with Captain Tazariak, who is an Israelite of the ISUPK, and we are not associated with the ISUPK at all. So don't get it twisted. All right, GMS stands alone. All right. But anyway, the point is that they were debating on this Egyptology, scenario in which there's a hieroglyph where it shows these Egyptians, these Hamites, engaging in homosexual acts. All right. It's on their hieroglyphs. And so pretty much the Captain Tazaria asked the dude that he's debating with, he said, so do you agree with this picture right here, this hieroglyph? Do you subscribe to this behavior right here? Since you're an Egyptologist, right? Well, the Egyptologist said, nah, I don't subscribe to homosexuality, and that's not a homosexual act. Well, clearly that's what that is, man. If a man is engaging with another man, in certain sexual behaviors, that's homosexuality. Okay, point blank, period. So those Egyptians were fucking homosexuals, man. They had gay rituals that they did, man. All right. I'm gonna see if I can go to the point of the video where they were talking about this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to find it. So I'm gonna play it from right here. All right, about the 14-minute mark. 14:41. Call Allah Yahweh Shemel Shai. Let's check it out.
This shit's dumb as hell.
Okay,
so now, in the image of in that image where the man's rod is aimed at his penis, what's your take on that?
In the image of
Si, I got your text. Si.
In the image where the man does what?
Oh, let me show you. Let me share my screen real fast. Oh, let me share my screen. Now, remember, y'all brought me back to Kemet. All right. I just want y'all to point. I want to make that record on record. So I'm sharing my screen right now. Y'all see my screen? I'm about to
My
make
name is with 1K Gary Hart. You know.
this image right here. You support that?
This is from the ancient Egyptian coffin text. Now, any nigga that say I'm a Kemet, get into Kemet, you come across this right here, I'm like, I'm not in Kemet no more. A man shall be among the living, blah, blah, blah. But you can clearly see, picture speaks a thousand words. As they
Well,
say.
what you trying to say? Are you trying to say it's homosexuality because we have?
I'm not the question now. You was
Yes, that's when I see something like this. If I open up a door in a room, I go to gym and I go into the shower and I see two guys doing this in the shower. I'm walking out the shower and I'm calling the fucking cops. I'm not going back to that gym.
So yeah, man, you see it right there, man. That's the Egyptology that a lot of you so-called Negroes subscribe to, man. That's not our culture. That's not our customs, man. As Israelites, the scriptures are clearly against homosexuality and men uncovering other men's nakedness. Okay, it's in the book of Leviticus, man. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick for edification's sake. But you see it. You see? 1 second. All right, here we have it in the law, Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. It's clearly in the law. All right. It's clearly in our law as Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay, so we were watching in the video where Captain Tazariak of the ISUPK was calling out that homosexual shit that the Egyptians were doing, right? Well, let's listen to it a little bit more because they have a rebuttal, all right, that's outlandish, man. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Oh, this is not Moism.
a stickler for questions being answered.
That's not
I asked you. I didn't say nothing about. I didn't say nothing about homosexuality. I asked if you support that. Listening is an art. Do you support that?
I don't support homosexuality. That's not homosexuality.
That's not what I.
What is it then? What is it then? That's not Moism, but so what do you call it? Are they exercising? That's the way you exercise?
I asked you.
Okay.
I did not ask you if you supported homosexuality.
Do you support David and Jonathan?
Once again, you can't.
Do you support David and Jonathan? Now you know what they mean. He means by that.
Okay, so hold on a second, Salaki. Hold on. So as a rebuttal, that Egyptologist bug out says, so do you support David and Jonathan? All right, let's show you what he's talking about right here. Okay, so this is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 26. It says, I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. This is David speaking. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women. All right, now, to the average dumbass, they would read this and think this is talking about some homosexual shit. Excuse my French, but it pisses me off because people are really that simple. This is not talking about no homosexuality, man. David and Jonathan were tight, man. They were boys, man. They had each other's back. Okay? That's what this is talking about, man. They had real brotherly love towards each other, man. All right? Just like we have towards each other in this, this truth, man. Okay? Now, I'm going to explain this, man. Think about it. A woman, they love you. We love women in different ways. All right. There's different types of love for you idiots out there, man. You have love for your parents, right? That's not the same as the way you love your woman. All right. You have love for your brothers. That's not the same as the love of a woman. And you got to ask yourself, which is more important in these times, man? Which is more important? The love of a woman is fickle, man. She loves you in a different way, but say, for example, you fall on hard times, right? You fall on hard times and you down and out, the Lord is afflicting you. And then your woman, all right, she leaves you, man. Most women leave when hard times come upon men. I don't care how long you've been together. All right. But guess what, man? When you have a brother, a sincere brother, that's fearing Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, just as you are, all right? Your brother's not going to leave you when you fall on hard times, man. That's a different type of love, man. All right? You see what I'm saying? It's not sexual. This ain't sexual right here. Your boy's going to be down for you through thick and thin, man. Most time a woman's going to leave you, man, when you fall on hard times. Look at Job's wife, for example. All right? Let's get that instance in the book of Job real quick. So here we have the book of Job, chapter 2 and verse 7. It says, so went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord Yahweh, all right, Bashmi Yahushai, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And this right here proves that the Lord Yahweh is not in competition with the spiritual demon Satan. The Lord controls Satan. You see? He allowed Satan to afflict Job to test his faith and to prove his loyalty unto Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai. So this is when, the Lord allowed Satan to afflict Job, right, in his flesh. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. So Job was mourning, man. He was going through it, man. All right. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die. This is what Job's wife said unto him, man. All right. You see? This is an example of how most women will leave you when you're in a, fucked up situation, man, when you're going through it. All right. Just want to bring that out, man. But, when you got your brothers, man, especially those who are serving Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, they're going to be with you, man. You see? So that will be a type of love that surpasses the love of a woman. And it's not a sexual type of love that we're talking about here, man. All right, here we have the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 24. It says, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. All right, now check this out, man. You got actual biological family members, right? You got actual biological brothers and sisters, but the love that you have for the brotherhood, the ones that are serving Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, is a love that's deeper than that of your own biological family. You see, a lot of our family are not going to come to our aid in times of trouble, but the brotherhood will. All right, the ones who are in this truth serving Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, that's the real family, man. You see what I'm saying? And Jonathan and Saul, they weren't biological brothers, but they were down for each other, man. All right, that's what it's talking about, man. It's not a sexual type of love, man, for you weirdos out there, man. All right, Proverbs 17 verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. And what is adversity? Adversity is hard times, man. You see, most times your woman ain't gonna stick with you when the shit really hits the fan. It's gonna be your brothers, man. All right? You see?
Let me give you the precept. Okay, here we go. 1 Samuel 18 verse 1. And it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there. I just wanted to make a quick lesson. I suggest you watch this video for yourself. This is the Elder Apostle Tahar breaking that down, because he even mentioned in his video that there's even scholars, quote unquote Bible scholars, all right, that say that this is a homosexual relationship between Jonathan and King David. All right. The scriptures clearly are against that, man, and it tells you that David was a man after the Most High's own heart. Matter of fact, let's get that and we're gonna close with that. So here it is, the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 22. And when he had removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king. All right. To whom also he gave testimony and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart, which shall fulfill all my will. All right, come on, man. The Lord ain't dealing with no homosexuals, man. The fuck out of here. Okay? King David is a man after the Most High's own heart. All right? So, that being said, I'm going to end this lesson right here. Hopefully this is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And stay away from these weirdos, man, who don't know the scriptures, man. You know, they're going to have to pay for all that shit that they say. Oh, hold on. Got one more. We're going to close it with this one. Salakia. I almost forgot. All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. So you people out there that are speaking on the scriptures, man, making these outlandish claims, such as King David being a homosexual, all right, shut the fuck up. That's what it's talking about right here. Shut the fuck up. Because you're not considering that you're speaking evil on the scriptures, man. And the Lord's He's gonna judge you for that, man. And we're in a time of judgment. So all of you arrogant, podcasters and people that got these platforms talking shit on the scriptures, the men of the Lord, and King David at that, man. There's a recompense that comes with that, man. Every idle word, man. Remember that. Every idle word should be recompensed in the day of judgment. So Sonetta and whoever else on there talking about King David and Jonathan were gay. We gonna see what happens to you, man. All right. Verse 2 says, Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore, let thy words be few. Okay, so there it is right there, man. They just running off at the mouth saying all kind of crazy stuff, man. So that just shows their lack of fear of the Lord and their ignorance. And it comes with a price. So I'm going to end it right there. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Kwam Yasharala, and Abad Babal. Shalom.